Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, we're off to Arrowhead for the call from Kansas City. We'll hand it over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
Well, we've hit that bittersweet week of the NFL season, haven't we? The last week of the regular season, week 17. Come on, Brandon. Can he win the MVP? Can he do it here in this last game?
Well, he's got to make a strong impression here in the final week. It's an interesting race. My MVP ballot is at the top of my email right now, and I'm not voting until we've seen all the games here today.
I like that. I respect a man that waits until the season is over, doesn't turn it in early. I think if he has a big game here and gets a little bit of help, maybe other guys don't play as well, he's got a great shot. Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Yes, that's right. Get off the train tracks, baby. Get off the train tracks.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And he's going to go down again. Olivier Vernon. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now the former Texas A&M Aggie. This is Travion Williams. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long. And a look now at the starting offense for the Browns.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's it. That's it.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Let's go one more.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Landry. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
SOS, SOS, SOS.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Moss. And they'll get him down up past the 15. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mahomes pass caught by Watkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On second down at 4, Mahomes gets this one to Hill. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, but it'll be second and goal. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And this is one of those something's got to give games. You got the number 1 passing team in the NFL against the number 1 defense against the pass. A lot of times, the battle's in the trenches. We know that. We see it all the time. But this game's going to be won on the outside.
On second down, it's Moss, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. And back at the 8 now, third and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. That time a 9-play drive, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number 1, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Time to check the defensive starters here for Kansas City. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
They held them to just 13 points in the game. And truthfully, you can't expect them to play much better than that. That's excellent defense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On third down, Mayfield. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That's on the veteran tackle, Mitchell Schwartz. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Rush in.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. He finds his target, Beckham. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Williams. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And he's got his man, that's Landry. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Offense.
So that'll back them up 5.
Here we go.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Mahomes to throw once more. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins, for the Kansas City first. Mahomes now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Moss, and he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there, 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. From the 31, Mayfield has got it to Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Mayfield now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, pick it up.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
They can't stop the franchise.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down now, it's Moss, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Landry now on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Landry again the intended target. 3rd down here. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into our EA Sports Halftime Report. A busy final day of the regular season, so let's get to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for the Browns. 43 yards. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And bulldozing his way through. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
False start. Offense.
And that'll set them back 5. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Mahomes now to throw. They complete it to Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now McManus for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 2nd down, it's Williams, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. It's caught. Beckham. And he's got this down to the 35. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check curls, check curls.
Now Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. On first down, Jefferson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. On second down now, it's Williams. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Mayfield from the gun on third down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are back within a single score.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Let's go.
Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He's got it complete to Thompson. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That's Laurent Duvernay-Tardif. Actually, correction, Dr. Laurent Duvernay-Tardif, MD, guilty there. On second down, it's Moss. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a pickup of a yard there. That won't help too much. They're left with a 3rd and forever now. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Returnable here from the 38. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
False start, offense.
So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Mayfield now, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They'll keep it on the ground. Moss, and he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Boom! That's how we do it, baby.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mayfield looks to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They'd love to hold on to that, but first things first, they want to clinch that division.
Well, let's go back to the conversation we had with the coaching staff, and you asked that very question about how important is it really? You got a good team. Can't you win from any spot in the play? They all looked at us like we were crazy, right? You can do it from a lower seed, but no one really wants to try it. Higher seed, much better for them. They want to clinch this division.
Definitely don't want to slip to 5 or 6 and go on the road in that first playoff game.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Space to maneuver at the 40, and it's complete to Kelsey. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Oh, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jannard Avery just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point from McManus is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Hey, you got 3, you got it.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. To the right side, and he's got Landry, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield, and nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Right there, 54 Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Chris Jones on the stop. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On 2nd down now. It's Williams, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Now Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Mayfield's pass complete to number 85, David Njoku. Touchdown.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And out come the Chiefs now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll run on first down. Thompson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Oh, Travis Kelce unable to pull it in. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. But now it's 3rd down. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. They'll run it with Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On the ground, this is Williams. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Here we go.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. And he gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Browns, it will wind up a .500 season as the win means they'll finish right at 8-8. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. But more importantly, they'll get a week to rest as they've earned a first-round bye in this year's playoffs. I'm Brandon Gaudin, certainly.